Right, so quick end cap to destroying everyone else's ride. My tyre went flat and it's a big tear inside the inner tube, I think. What a great start to the weekend. That bike's now game over and I'll go and jump on the 890 and do the rest of the weekend on that. Head back down the tunnel. So I head straight to the mountains and now I'm here in one of the wadis, Wadi Shoka. Yeah, not a bad night's sleep, pretty cozy. Fire just out there was keeping me nice and warm. Really cool trail. I can't wait to take everyone on this one. It's very interesting, a lot of character. Made it back, limped probably about 15 kilometers, 20 kilometers. Only lost 2 cable ties. The tire stayed on the rim, which is good. It didn't destroy the rim or the tire. And that's pretty much a good technique. I've not done that before, but I've seen it done and now I've got to try it, so I know it works. What's up everyone, I'm Carly. Welcome to another What Adventures video. And yeah, that little intro there, you're probably wondering what the hell happened there. Well, I took the 350 SXF out into the desert for a quick ride with the boys this morning and got a lovely puncture, which was completely unplanned, and that ride was over. But that leads us on to this next ride that I'm going to do today, and that's on the 890 Adventure R. So I'm going to take that, I don't know, somewhere in the mountains. I haven't decided exactly where yet, but that's the whole point in this adventure. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change, get out of these clothes and into something a little bit more appropriate. I've always wanted to do that. This new MX line by 7. Quick shout out to MX online shop, who's locally based here in Dubai. So if you buy a lot, they've made it super convenient to get some MX gear locally here. You can go to their shop and try it on. I'll put the links to them in the description to this video. I think it's time, let's jump on the 890 and, I don't know, head somewhere. Let's go. I think it's a good idea to discover new routes so we can enjoy longer dirt bike rides. It seems the interest for these is getting bigger and I'd like to find new places for us all to ride. It won't be easy though. I intend on seeking them out, and the only way to do that is by getting bums on seats and heading into the unknown and start logging down what I find. So next I'm going to head straight into the mountains. So this is it, exploring routes, hunting down trails and places that are good enough to ride as in a group. It's not easy because looking at the map from above is one thing. And once I reach these places that I've planned out, they're not always what they seem. The main thing is to connect the sections in one big trip and avoid things like blocked trails, dead ends, sections that are too hard to cross, and all that to make sure that we can start and finish a trip with all the sections connecting together to reach a final destination. All while keeping it off-road and as far away from civilization as possible. That's where the cool stuff is at. And for this mission, I'm riding the KTM 890 Adventure R 2022 model. It's a great bike and a bit heavier than what I'm used to, but it'll do the job for this mission. Future group rides will most likely be a mixture of bikes from Enduro, MX and even some adventure bikes like this one. In the past, it has been a lot of MX bikes, but that changes all the time, and I have a feeling Enduro bikes is where it's going to be at for the future. My routes are a mixed bag and pretty much all off-road bikes can go where I'm going. I would recommend enduro bikes though, as you'll have more fun. These bikes can go in a lot more places, but my main aim now is to find some cool trails.
Looks like a school. Padlocks. Might be exploring in there. I'll have to find another abandoned place because I do love those. What the hell is it? It says hiking trail. That looks like something fresh out of a scary horror movie. Imagine if like tons of water started gushing down there now. I want to see if I can try and get in there. It's a big step. I wonder if I can. Yeah, of course. Hey! I'm gonna get cussed in the comments for this. Awesome what you can find when you go out route finding and then solo adventuring. Look at this. Let's head back down the tunnel. They're all the same. Imagine water just gushing down here after a storm. That'd be nuts.
And riding off-road is so much better than riding on tarmac, but sometimes I need a high skill level is needed to get to the best off-road locations. When I'm off-road and have this skill, I'm able to ride most terrain, then I can find some pretty cool things that you wouldn't usually get to see riding on a highway or normal road. Seeing how some people live their lives far away from cities and civilization, even if this means riding all day and into the night to keep exploring. It's so much more fun when I make multiple days from it.
So that's it. I literally just head straight for the mountains. Don't know why, but desert, I wasn't feeling going with this bike through the desert. A bit too heavy and my first time on it, so I don't know how I would have taken to it. So probably best to do some kind of test. So I head straight to the mountains and now I'm here in one of the wadis, Wadi Shoka. And it's getting a little bit dark now, so what I'm doing is just swapping out my shaded lenses for some clear ones so I can see a bit better in the dark, because the plan is I'm gonna ride, I think, for a bit longer in the dark and just go through the mountains and see where I end up, I guess.
It is completely different riding off-road at night time. There are more risks and you can seem to tackle the terrain with a different mindset because you can't see most of what's coming up in front of you. And you just end up going for it no matter what it looks like, because you can't see from afar. And riding through some of these U.A.E trails, I come across lots of people taking up the best camping spots. And I'm pretty sure they're staring at me thinking, what's this guy doing? Riding through our campsite and riding solo at night time. As you can see, I come across quite a few random spots where people are camping, and then I have to divert off up the trail just so I don't end up going through their campsite. At this point though, I don't know when to stop, mainly because I don't want to and I want to keep riding, but I should be looking for a place to set up the hammock and start a fire.
This could be a spot to camp, set up the hammock, I don't know. Nice bit of breeze through it. Don't know if I'll be able to set up the hammock here though. I'm gonna go and find another spot I can set my hammock up easier. This was just a nice little break.
Keeping things light on the bike, I choose to take my hammock everywhere I go. This over a camping tent or sleeping bag more than anything because it keeps the footprint small and it's still just as easy to sleep in and you're off the floor. The only downside to that is finding a set of trees or posts that I can link it up to. I could use the bike in a tree, but never fancy falling over once I'm sleeping in the middle of the night. Once I've found somewhere, getting set up in the dark is an adventure in itself. Hungry belly and the idea of putting my feet up to chill out is on my mind. The simple things in life and keeping it minimal is my motto. And once a campfire is going, I can de-rig, put my feet up and start keeping warm.
Well, I'm all set up my little camp under this tree. This hammock is the bomb. Oh. Cup of tea on the go. All the stuff hanging. Seal. Well, it certainly is a pleasant surprise for me because, well, first time out solo adventuring on a adventure bike, which is pretty cool. Quite unsettling to be honest, because I didn't know when to stop or to keep exploring on, like, and then where to stop and stuff like that. It's like so much freedom. I didn't know what to do with it. Put the campfire on, had a cup of tea already, and probably gonna eat something. It's pretty late, it's about 10 p.m, probably about 10:30 p.m. now. Once I've had something to eat, then I'll probably just put the mosquito net down and go to sleep. Enjoy a nice night's sleep, I guess. And hopefully there's nothing crazy going on around this area. Yeah, not a bad night's sleep, pretty cozy. Fire just out there was keeping me nice and warm.
Yep, that night's sleep is over. The sun is up, it's a new day, and more exploring is to be done. I can't think of a better way to start the day than getting a fire restarted, camping out next to my bike, and getting back to riding off-road. Camping out on the trail is a great way to get deeper into the adventure and to explore further away places. Before I do that, it's time to get some grub in my belly, pack away all my camping gear, get back on the bike, and then head off.
That is an absolute beast. Very, very cool indeed. And it's so nice to be able to have found this tree that just bent over towards the ground. Nice little points there for the hammock, and I had a really nice sleep. Yeah, I woke up like a couple of times just to restoke the fire and put some new wood on the fire, and that warmed me up nicely under here, because the only thing is with a hammock is like it gets cold underneath here, and then that gets cold on your back and your legs. If you put the fire slightly next to you and just keep feeding it with some wood, does the trick. I'm gonna have some breakfast now and then put my gear on and head down more of this little trail that I found. This is an epic little trail actually, and I can't wait to share this with everyone else.
And this is where I get to thank you for watching, especially making it this far in the video. Much appreciated. I will be exploring more like this on adventure bikes, but most likely my enduro bike on my KTM EXC. Watch this space in the UAE for more enduro coming up in the future. There's a change happening, so subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you will receive notifications when I upload more videos in the future. If you haven't already, like this video so YouTube will push it to more people, and comment below, as I do like to hear from you. Would you come to the UAE and do some off-road riding? Let me know in the comments below, and maybe we can arrange something. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Well done, you little mongrels.